Hola, estudiantes de Español Uno. Today we are going to review conjugating regular AR, ER, and IR verbs. So just follow along. I'll make the video quick. Most of you are pretty comfortable with conjugating, but it's always good to come back and do a reminder. Besides that, tomorrow we are going to learn a new concept with conjugation, so I do need you to have a good handle on how to conjugate verbs. All right, so verbs are also referred to as infinitives, if you remember that, when they are in their simplest form, okay? So when I say that, it means that the simplest form of a verb in Spanish will end in AR, ER, or IR, okay? Conjugation is what happens when you change the verb ending to give it a subject. So here's an example. An infinitive example would be hablar. It means to talk, to speak, right? It ends in AR, so it fits that description, okay? When we have an infinitive, we don't know who's doing the talking, okay? That's what happens when we conjugate. We give it a subject. So here is a conjugation example. Yo hablo. We've dropped the AR and added O to the end, and now we know who's talking. I talk or I speak. All right, so remember the steps. It's important that you do not skip those steps, okay? So when conjugating an AR verb, you would drop the AR from the end. Identify your subject, right? Maybe it's yo, maybe it's tu, okay? And third, add the correct ending to the stem, okay? So here are AR verb endings. O, as, a, amos, an. Notice that most of the forms have an A in them, right? Okay, so the only one without it is the yo form. All right, so here's an example of the verb trabajar, to work, okay, conjugated. All right, so yo trabajo, I work. Tu trabajas, you work. Notice that there are three different subjects here for this ending, right? Trabaja can mean he works, she works, or you formal work, okay? Nosotros trabajamos, we work. And then ellos and ellas we know is they, and ustedes is like a plural you guys, okay? Trabajan. Notice what we've done. We've dropped the AR and added O, us, a, amos, an to match the subject, okay? Now, ER verbs the same thing. You would drop the ER, identify the subject, and then add the correct ending. All right, so here are our ER verb endings. O, es, a, amos, en. Notice there that where an AR verb has an A in most of the endings, an ER verb will have an E, right? The only exception is the yo form, of course. Just like an AR verb, it ends in O, okay? So we would have had an A instead of an E here if this were an AR verb. All right, let's look at vender, to sell. All right, to conjugate this verb, we would drop the ER and add O, es, e, hemos, en. Yo vendo, I sell. Tú vendes, you sell. Él, ella, usted vende. He, she, or you sell. Nosotros vendemos, we sell. And ellos, ellas, ustedes venden. They sell or you all sell. All right, let's finish up with IR verbs. You would drop the IR. Again, identify the subject, and finally add the correct ending. All right, so IR verb endings would be O, es, a, hemos, en. Notice that ER and IR verbs have the same endings except in the nosotros form. Okay, so these would be the same here if this were an ER verb. But instead of EMOS, we have IMOS for IR verbs. Okay, example, compartir is to share. Okay, if we drop the IR and add O, es, a, hemos, en, then we have subjects. Yo comparto, I share. Tú compartes, you share. Él, ella, usted comparte, he, she, or you share. Nosotros compartimos, we share. Ellos, ellas, ustedes comparten, they share, or you all share. Okay, that's the end of the video at this point. So please continue finishing up the rest of the module for the day. Gracias. Adios.